Well, your status has changed, and how did it come down, and what are some of the particulars there?
You know, I mean, obviously, Jake's decided to transfer. You know, I wish the best for him because, you know, we were friends and stuff, but, you know, he decided to part ways, and, you know, right now it's become my team, so I'm taking that leadership role and, you know, taking that, and it's, you know, in some ways it's easier to lead when you're not, you know, trying to split reps and do all that stuff, so it's, you know, I like it, so.
What's it been like? I mean, just knowing that you're the guy now.
You know,
totally
a little bit has changed. The fact that he's not here, like I said, you get more reps, and it's not like, you know, we're splitting reps and doing this. So, you know, it's easier to lead in some ways, but a lot of ways I'm just going to try and do the same I was doing. You know, I got teammates' respect and coach's respect, so just keep working hard and try and lead this team even better. So.
Did you ever have a conversation with Coach Ferentz, you know, about your future here with the program, like either before or after the bowl game?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I met with him. I met with him before and after the bowl game, and you know, just talked to him about you know, where things were going, and you know, because obviously you want to play, and that's what I wanted to do. And you know, he said, you know, me and Jake were going to compete during the bowl prep, and during the game we'd get opportunities to play, and that's where we left it. So.
What about after the bowl game?
After the bowl game, it was kind of he kind of let us both know. I mean, obviously about the depth chart. He told me that, you know, I was ahead of him on the depth chart. He said, you know, hopefully Jake stays. You know, we like to have both you guys here, you know, so you can, you know, continue to compete and stuff. But he said he didn't know how, you know, Jake will take it. But he told us both the same. He told me the same thing that he told Jake, and you know, I guess Jake. You know, Jake felt differently about it, and he decided to go with what he wanted to do. So,
the last time we talked to you, it was when Derek Willis was leaving, and you kept saying, like, you don't know what's going to happen in 5 weeks. You were surprised he left, and you said you don't know what's going to happen for 5 weeks. You had a kind of you must have had a good 5 weeks, because all of a sudden, you know, the door's open for you in December.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I just continue to practice hard and do the best that I can, and you know, I knew something would happen. Hopefully, eventually, you know, I knew my time was coming. You know, I had faith in God and everything, and so, you know, that worked out for the best, and you know, and hopefully, you know, from here on out, we can, you know, win Big Ten championships and stuff.
You what's it like now? How, are you different in the room? Are you different in the weight room, or, you know, carrying the, you know, everybody's eyes are on you now?
Yeah, I mean, not much different, because, you know, the team, maybe in the eyes of other people, but the team, they treat me the same. You know, obviously I'm the guy now, but, you know, they treat me the same before. They had just as much confidence in me as they did before, now than as they did before. And, you know, I'm just going to continue to, you know, to be that guy and lead even more, you know, whatever that means, you know, work harder in the weight room and be more vocal and everything, because it's my team now, and I got to take those reins. So.
How hard was it to be patient since your redshirt freshman year when this quarterback?
Yeah, you know, that's one thing. It's tough, but you know, patience it teaches you a lot. You know, I guess, you know, maybe I was not ready. I guess, you know, you look back on it now, and you know, guys got a plan about everything, and you know, you're sitting there as a redshirt freshman, like, I'm like, you know, I want to play, I want to do this, you know, but you look back on it, you know, maybe I really wasn't ready to go, and you know, now I am. So.
What were some big things that you felt that you improved on, or showed the coaches that you were the guy number one on the depth chart at this bowl game?
You know, I think just my knowledge of the offense, it grew tremendously over the past few years. And that was a big part of it, you know, just knowing the coverages and blitzes and hots and all that kind of stuff, and just more taking charge of the offense, which I still need to work on. I mean, I need to work on all that stuff, but you know, take charge, and it is easier to do that now that, you know, Jake isn't here, because, you know, I'm getting all the one reps, and I'm able to, you know, hey, come on, you got to do this. You can't drop those balls, and you know, I want the guys to go on me too if I make a bad throw, you know, so. It goes both ways.
What did you learn about yourself in the bowl game? And you got some successes. You got beat up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it was tough. Obviously, no one was happy after that game, especially after getting beat that back. So we went into it with, you know, with all the expectations that we would win the game, and you know, we didn't play very good offensively or defensively. Both phases. All three phases of special teams either, and all three phases of the game, we just didn't bring our best, and we didn't show our best game, and it showed. Obviously Tennessee played really good. And coming out of it, I think I figured out there's a couple things. I had a couple mistakes in the game, but you get to learn from those mistakes. And I guess the coaches saw after that game that the best upside for this team from here on is with me at the helm. So.
Would you have left if you weren't named the starter in January?
Obviously we never got to that point because after the game, I was home for probably a day, and I was just kind of, after the season was over, ready to kind of relax. I had a couple weeks off. I'm going to talk to my family and stuff. But you never got to that point. I got a call from Coach, and he told us what was up. This is my team. I've always been a Hawks, and I didn't want to leave, and I didn't have any plans to. So
were you beginning to wonder if that was ever going to happen as last season progressed?
I don't know. I mean, sitting there, you're waiting for your time to come. It is a little frustrating, but you're just kind of sitting there waiting. And there's sometimes when you're like, okay, maybe I'm about to go. Okay, no, I didn't go in. And maybe now, no, I didn't. It's a little frustrating. You begin to, wonder when it is going to come, but that's all part of it, is being patient and waiting for your time, and honestly learning from that second string position is a big part of it. So,
did you feel like during bowl prep that you did move ahead? Did you feel like you had won the job at that point?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I had a good bowl prep, and I felt like I'd showed the best that I can do. Obviously, we both have mistakes here and there, but in my mind, I felt like I was a better athlete and better. I could do more things, and I think the coaches see that too. They're just waiting for me, to prepare me and be a little bit more ready. So,
what do you have to do now to bring Tyler along? He's the next man in.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. He's a freshman right now, and he's a good kid. I really like Tyler. He's a really smart kid. Obviously things are going fast for him right now because it's new to him. And during the fall, he was more of a scout team guy. He didn't really get many reps, so it's going fast for him now. But the most I can do for him is help him in the film room and teach him stuff, and he can learn from that, and just help him any way I can. So.
You took some hard hits in that Tennessee game, as we talked about it. Do you envision your playing style playing a little bit more reserved now that you're kind of the only quarterback with experience?
I mean, honestly, I don't really think about it like that. Obviously, I should probably get down and stuff. Coach just told me to slide when I can. You don't want to get knocked out of the game for trying to lower my shoulder on someone that, like a big linebacker that obviously can't truck. But obviously, I'm not going to stop running the ball because I feel like I can do things with my feet that will help us. And when I get the green light, when I see the opening, I'm gonna take that chance and continue to take shots down the field. But a big part is I do need to watch the hits and take slide when I can. So.
Did you read your dad's comments before the bowl game? I
heard about him and stuff. Yeah. I didn't really look into him as much.
What did you think of that?
I mean, no offense to you guys, but media kind of portrays things in ways that I forget exactly what he said, but when we talked, me and my dad talked about it, we just kind of laughed about it because it wasn't exactly how it went down, but so didn't really think much of it at all. So.
Have you talked with Jake at all since the bowl game? Have you?
I've talked to him here and there because he still eats up here sometimes, and he's in there throwing something. He was. Now he starts spring ball, so I don't really see him much. But I've talked to him about it, and I wish him the best of luck. And nothing serious, but I wish him the best of luck. And so yeah.
Is this all kind of bizarre? I mean, you think about him going to Michigan, maybe, and
yeah, it is. It's weird. It's weird. Never thought that he'd be going to Michigan, and is it official now that he's
pretty much
Michigan is where he's going to go? So yeah, I guess I wish him the best of luck. I was a friend of his, and I know he would wish me the best of luck too. So
thanks, CJ.